India is a land of storytellers. From our parents to grandparents to corporate messaging, stories are everywhere. I have always been of a firm belief that we are storytellers first and then communication professionals. Everyone has their favorite story, and today I will share my favorite story with all of you, the story of storytelling in regional India. We've completed a decade this year, and since it is a journey of 10 years, let me break it down into 10 short stories of just 10 seconds each. I hope this changes your perception around regional India and gives you a different perspective. Regional India figures: 75% of India's population contributing to more than 55% of GDP, wherein only 10% speak English. Hindi, Marathi, Punjabi, Gujarati, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Odia, Assamese. These are only 10 of the 18 most spoken languages in India. And even in the media landscape, there is only one English publication which features in top 10. Out of the 430 million readers, newspaper readers that we have in the country, only 25 barely read English literature. Lodi, Magi, Pongal, Onam, Bihu, Baisakhi, Yoshan, Gangor Festival, Hornbill, Bonano. These are only 10 of hundreds of regional festivals that we have around that provide us thousands of storytelling opportunities. Internet revolution. With 560 million internet users, India is the second largest online market in the world, with 300 plus million residing in regional India. Business. Broad fact: 60% of e-commerce revenues from regional India. Regional fact: UP stands for handicrafts, Punjab Haryana for agriculture, Surat stands for diamonds, and so on. There are so many stories hidden in every nook and corner of the country, which not only drive business but also give us immense opportunity to carve our storytelling. Digital content. In overall consumption across the country, 93% of the time is being spent in watching videos in Hindi or other regional languages. Geography. 29 states, 9 union territories, 700 plus districts, and 400 plus cities, wherein only 300 have a population of more than 1 lakh. Geographical landscape of Bharat is so diverse that there is no other way but to connect to the roots and carve stories which specifically appeal to people residing in these cities. COVID impact. More than 35% of the job cuts have happened in the English mainlines or electronic channels, wherein they occupy a very small part in the overall media landscape. It goes on to show the impact regional languages and regional media has across the length and breadth of our country. From delicacies like dal bati, dhokla, thepla, and the way they are eaten, there are a host of stories around food across the length and breadth of our country as well. History. Around 4,000 monuments of national importance as per Archaeological Survey of India, out of which UP and Karnataka host 1,300 of them. Everything that goes out of a PR agency or a corporate house is a very well thought and woven narrative, sometimes catering to a mass audiences and sometimes woven specifically for a niche. The domain that we operate in, it demands for a custom storytelling which is woven with keen understanding of social fabric of regional India. For a country which is as diverse as ours, wherein food, culture and dialect changes every 50 miles, it is only fair to acknowledge every experience that comes our way. This is where, as communication professionals, it becomes imperative for us to live their life, celebrate their festivals, speak their language, and become one with the regional India to tell their stories. In a sentence, imbibing the essence of regional India into our storytelling. That was the basic premise behind the art of storytelling in regional India and my favorite story of the decade. Hoping that this adds to your perception of regional India and somehow it finds a place in your overall communication strategy, there is only one thing that I have to say. Let's go regional.